Hey, what is up, guys? WWE Forever 98 here, and today I will be reviewing this DVD, Jeff Hardy, My Life, My Rules. I'm just gonna start off by saying I thought this was a good DVD. I really enjoyed it. And a lot of people on here bash this DVD, and it's understandable, but I just really thought that this was a solid DVD. You see the inside here, and then the 3 discs worth of stuff. So, I thought it was a good DVD, But anyway, so we're going to start off with reviewing Disc 1. Now, Disc 1 was basically, I wouldn't say it was predominantly the documentary, because the documentary was quite short. Now, to cover the documentary, a lot of people in the documentary, they bashed the way that there would be like flashbacks to that one night, August 28th edition of Smackdown, which was Jeff Hardy's last match. I thought that was a good addition. You really never see that in DVDs or documentaries, flashbacks. But basically, it just covers everything from his return in, what was it? I think it was in 2005, 2006, to his last match in the WWE. What I liked about this was it was very detailed. Now, it doesn't cover anything in his first run with the WWE, but they covered most of the feuds that he had with the Intercontinental Championship, his feud for the WWE Championship. The only thing I didn't like about this, the documentary itself, was that I get it, it's My Life, My Rules, but I think that they surrounded this documentary basically with his drug use. That's what it was talked about a lot, and I just thought it was very unnecessary. Yeah, for the younger fans, they may not know this, but for me, I knew all this stuff, and they covered that way too much, in my opinion. It was about a 45-minute documentary. I thought it was pretty good. It was good. I just thought it was short, and I really wish that they would have covered some of his early stuff. So, and the bonus features on the disc were pretty good. The matches, they were good. It was a good selection for the most part. You had a Rare Superstars match from 1994 between Jeff Hardy and 1-2-3 Kid, also known as X-Pac. That was like a 5-minute match, whatever, if that. WrestleMania 2000 match, it was really good. I believe that was the Triangle Ladder match. So that was one of my favorite matches of all time. Other stuff, was pretty good. They had a lot of Hardy Boyz matches on Disc 1, a lot of tag team matches. But overall, Disc 1, I would have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. We move on to Disc 2 now. The Disc 2, Disc 3 are all matches. Disc 2 was better than Disc 1, in my opinion. I thought that there was, I wouldn't say better matches. I just thought it fit. Some of they had a good amount of matches from Raw, and actually it was just Raw, I believe, but they were the good matches. They were good matches to put on Disc 2. You had a lot of Intercontinental Championship matches that predominantly Jeff Hardy defended that title, although they had the match where Jeff Hardy won the belt from Johnny Nitro, also known as John Morrison, in 2006. But, for the most part, it was very good, guys. I'm giving the disc a 7.75 out of 10. I'm not the biggest Jeff Hardy fan when he came back, so, I'm not going to be, stunned by these matches, but I thought it was pretty good. Now, my favorite disc of all of them was Disc 3. It included probably my favorite Jeff Hardy match ever, on his own, not with the Hardy Boyz. At No Mercy 2008, that was the WWE Championship match between the defending champion Triple H and Jeff Hardy, and I believe Triple H retained his belt. I was just really impressed by that match. I think that was when, Jeff Hardy stepped up his game and proved that, he could potentially be a WWE champion in the future. And he really proved that to me. That's probably one of my favorite Jeff Hardy singles matches of all time. And they also had a very good match in Armageddon 2008, the triple threat for the WWE Championship, Edge versus Triple H versus Jeff Hardy. Edge was the champion at the time. And, the only gripe I have about that match was that Triple H barely took any bombs. Edge and Jeff Hardy mostly took them. I mean, Triple H, all he would take was, whisper in the wind a couple of times, and that was it. And, there was a sick spot where Edge was running across the announcer's table and speared Jeff Hardy. It was kind of like what he did to Chris Jericho at this year's WrestleMania, except he didn't go through the barricade thing. But, I mean, it went through the table. And that was the match that Jeff Hardy became the WWE champion. He defeated Edge. And that's another thing I didn't like. Triple H hit the pedigree on Edge, and all Jeff Hardy did was, I guess it was kind of a swanton bomb onto Triple H's head. And then Triple H rolled out of the way, and then Jeff Hardy got the cover on Edge. So they didn't even have Jeff Hardy actually win the match. It was basically Triple H who actually finished Edge, and it was just Jeff Hardy capitalizing on that. I mean, I thought that, they could have easily had Jeff Hardy hit a swanton on Edge and win the belt, but I just didn't like the ending. But, you had very good matches. You had a couple matches between Jeff Hardy and CM Punk, which is pretty good. And, they also had the last match in its entirety that Jeff Hardy had in the WWE on Smackdown. The steel cage match, if CM Punk lost, then he would leave the WWE, and Jeff Hardy would get the belt, but if Jeff Hardy lost, then he would leave WWE, and that's what happened. Jeff Hardy lost, and, yeah, I mean, Disc 3 was really good, 8 out of 10. Alright, so the likes about this DVD. I liked the story. I thought it was very detailed. They went in depth for most of his, timeline, from when he returned to the WWE. Up until his last match on SmackDown versus CM Punk. The mix of TV and pay-per-view matches, I mean, guys, this DVD was dominated by television matches, but they also had the good pay-per-view matches on there. I thought that for the most part it was a good selection of pay-per-view matches. And the match quality, I mean, for what they had on the television matches, they were above average. Now, I'm not saying it was a great match, but it was great matches for television that they put on here. So, I mean, I really like that. The dislikes, the story was too short, and like I said, I thought it could have easily went more than an hour, and there wasn't enough coverage of Jeff's early work. I mean, the only stuff you see is the matches, and that didn't even last long. I mean, I believe all of Disc 1 has there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 matches of Jeff Hardy's on Disc 1 that is in his first run in WWE, and that's it. The rest of it is from his return. But, it wasn't that bad. Do I recommend it? I do. Now, I'm not saying that you should run out and, spend $20 on this DVD. I'm just saying that it's worth picking up, and, a lot of guys bashed this DVD when it first came out. I mean, I thought it was a good DVD. I mean, I could see where they're coming from, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it was a good DVD. Now, and it just shows, because from what, basically, I saw these reviews on this DVD, and I was like, oh, shit, it's gonna suck. People have told me it sucks. I think I'm not gonna enjoy it. But it turns out, guys, I enjoyed this DVD. So don't, I mean, I make these reviews to help you. Now, am I saying that what I think is the truth? No, I mean, it's just an opinion. So you don't have to trust everybody's opinion, guys, but for me, I thought this was a good DVD. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Now, I misplaced the Dusty Rhodes DVD, so I'm going to have to try to find a DVD to review next. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.